Have you ever stopped to think about how artificial intelligence is shaping our future, especially for women over 50? In this video, we will explore the ethical challenges that arise with this technological revolution and how we can prepare to navigate this new world. Get ready for a deep and inspiring reflection on the role of each of us in this process and why it is essential that the most experienced voices are heard. Don't miss it. The technological revolution is a phenomenon that has been transforming the lives of all of us, especially in recent decades. Artificial intelligence, AI, appears as one of the main drivers of this transformation. Women, especially those over 50, have experienced this change in unique ways. Many of them find themselves adapting their knowledge and skills to navigate a rapidly advancing world. Technology promises to make everyday life easier, but it also raises doubts and concerns. For example, in areas such as healthcare, the application of AI in diagnostics can benefit immensely, but it also presents challenges related to privacy and the protection of personal data. It is a crucial time to understand how AI can affect not only the workplace, but also interpersonal relationships and quality of life itself. It is essential that each of us asks ourselves, are we prepared for these new times? Through open discussions and digital inclusion, it is possible to ensure that all voices, especially those of older women, are heard and respected in this new scenario. AI is playing a vital role in modern industry, transforming the way companies operate. Industries ranging from manufacturing to services are using algorithms and machine learning to optimize processes, reduce costs, and increase efficiency. For women over 50 who have already undergone several transformations in their careers, this new era offers both opportunities and obstacles. Some of them may find new career paths in emerging sectors, such as data analysis or technology project management. However, rapid evolution can result in a feeling of insecurity, especially when it comes to adapting to technologies that many consider complex. It is imperative that companies invest in training and qualifications, helping these women feel more confident in a digital world. Furthermore, dialogue about female inclusion in technology is essential so that each one recognizes their value and indisputable contribution to the sector. The changes brought by AI in the workforce are evident and have impacted several aspects of employability. Many women over 50 have faced the reality of a job market in constant transformation, where previously valued skills can quickly lose relevance. Process automation, for example, can make certain functions obsolete. However, this also opens up space for new opportunities to work, especially in areas that require creativity and emotional intelligence, characteristics that many of these women have in abundance. The search for balance between experience accumulated throughout life and learning new skills becomes the key to professional reinvention. Therefore, it is vital that human resources policies are adjusted to ensure inclusion and training, enabling this generation to continue to contribute in a meaningful way. After all, a diverse and experienced workforce is always richer and more innovative. In the midst of this technological revolution, there is a need to discuss ethics and responsibility in innovation. AI, as a powerful tool, raises moral questions that cannot be ignored. It is an especially relevant topic for women over 50, who, in addition to being users of technology, are often responsible for training younger generations. Conversations about privacy, algorithmic bias, and the impact of automation on employment need to be addressed in an open and transparent manner. Therefore, this generation must be a protagonist in discussions about ethics in AI, promoting values such as empathy, equity, and justice. Through forums, discussion groups, and workshops, it is possible to raise awareness about the importance of ethics in technology. In this way, we will not only be preparing ourselves for current challenges, but also ensuring that technological evolution occurs in a fair and humane way, benefiting the entire society. The scientists behind artificial intelligence play a crucial role in shaping the future. They are responsible for developing algorithms and technologies that make AI a powerful and comprehensive tool. Among these professionals are inspiring women who have contributed significantly to the field. They bring a unique perspective, motivated by a desire to use technology for positive social impacts. However, this journey is not without its challenges. Many scientists encounter important barriers, such as lack of recognition, funding, and even cultural challenges that limit their full participation. These difficulties can be even more pronounced for those over 50 who, after long careers, are faced with an environment often dominated by younger voices. Therefore, it is vital that the technological ecosystem works to deconstruct prejudices and promote a collaborative environment where experience and accumulated knowledge are valued. Open conversations about the role of women in technology and incentives for new research are essential to fostering inclusive and sustainable advancement. AI science cannot be a lonely race. It needs to be a collective journey in search of a more ethical and equitable world. Regulators face complex challenges when trying to keep up with the advancement of artificial intelligence. The accelerated growth of technology generates an urgent need for ethical guidelines and regulations that protect citizens and ensure safety in the use of digital tools. For women over 50 who often look closely at how policies impact their lives, these questions become even more relevant. Many struggle to maintain privacy in a world where personal data is increasingly exposed. The central question is, how can regulators ensure citizen protection without stifling innovation? This is a classic dilemma where you have to balance business freedom with consumer safety. Furthermore, there is a growing need for a vision that encompasses diversity and inclusion in AI regulation. Women's voices, especially older ones, need to be amplified in political discussions. It is essential that public policies are formulated with a human-centered approach, ensuring not only that technology advances, but that technological progress respects values such as equity and human dignity. Civil society plays a vital role in the ethical debate on artificial intelligence, especially for women over 50, who often have concerns regarding privacy and the social impact of technology. It is essential that these issues are discussed openly. Advocacy groups and non-governmental organizations are emerging as bridges between the public and the technology sector, fostering meaningful dialogue about the responsible use of AI. Education presents itself as an important path. Workshops, lectures, and forums on technological ethics have the potential to inform and mobilize women in this age group, encouraging them to become active defenders of their rights. The difficulties faced by these women, who are often underrepresented in spheres of power, require a joint effort to make their voices heard. This is a critical time when civil society must come together to promote values such as justice, equality, and respect, ensuring that technological innovations are used for the common good. Thus, they not only contribute to a broader debate, but also empower themselves and become protagonists in the construction of a more ethical and humane future. The industry, in turn, brings its own commercial interests and often collides with ethical discussions involving artificial intelligence. For women over 50, it is essential to understand how companies shape AI and what repercussions this may have on their daily lives. Decisions are often made with a focus on profits and efficiency, without fully considering social and moral impacts. However, this view is slowly changing, accentuated by societal pressure for a more responsible approach to business. Companies are beginning to realize that ethics is not just a matter of legal compliance, but also a valuable brand strategy. This becomes particularly relevant for elderly women, who may be critical employers or consumers of these new technologies. Encouraging the inclusion of ethical variables in business processes serves to remind us that profits and social responsibility are not mutually exclusive. Furthermore, the need for diversity in development teams is increasingly recognized as a factor that can lead to more innovative solutions that meet a wider range of needs. With this, the role of women in the industry becomes indisputable, being increasingly recognized as agents of change and positive transformation in the way technology is conducted. The evolution of technology and ethical concerns. The evolution of technology is a process that dates back centuries, but in the last 50 years, this advancement has accelerated impressively. From the invention of the computer to the rise of the internet and the popularization of artificial intelligence, each new technology has brought with it a series of ethical questions that deserve to be discussed. For women over 50, the perception of these transformations is especially rich, as they have experienced the transition from an analog society to a digital one. As AI begins to control more aspects of our lives, from financial decisions to social interactions, legitimate concerns are emerging about the privacy and security of our data. How do we ensure that personal information is not used inappropriately? What are the ethical limits of data collection and use? These questions are crucial, and in order for them to be addressed, it is essential that these discussions include diverse voices, especially those of older women who have a unique perspective on the impacts of technology on their daily lives. Therefore, dialogue about ethics must be ongoing and inclusive, ensuring that all experiences are respected and considered. How past decades shaped the present. Throughout history, ethical concerns regarding technology are not new. During the Industrial Revolution, for example, working conditions in factories raised questions about labor exploitation and environmental impact. Fast forward to the 1960s and 1970s, the Cold War and advances in military technology brought to the fore debates about the responsibility of scientists and inventors in the use of their creations. These historical moments teach that the importation of innovations into everyday life can have profound social repercussions. For women over 50, reflecting on these past experiences can be extremely relevant. They can observe how the transformations that have occurred in recent decades have shaped a sense of ethical responsibility that must also be cultivated in the age of AI. As educators, mentors, or even grandparents, these women have the ability to transmit valuable lessons about the importance of technological development that prioritizes collective well-being and social justice. Discussing how each advancement has impacted society helps us better understand what is at stake today and how we can shape a more ethical and inclusive future. Role of women in ethical issues in technology. Historically, women have been a driver of ethical change in different areas of society, and this is also reflected in technological issues. Their voices have often been silenced in critical debates about innovations. However, currently, this reality is beginning to change. Women over 50 stand out as pioneers on several fronts, contributing significantly to discussions about ethics in technology. They can bring their life experiences to the dialogue, highlighting the importance of empathy and responsibility when using emerging technologies. These women also have the opportunity to act as leaders in initiatives that promote digital inclusion, ensuring that ethical concerns are focused not only on the technologies themselves, but also on their social consequences. Both in community groups and in academic spaces, these voices are crucial to ensuring that the development of AI and technologies in general respect the principles of justice and equity, ensuring a positive impact on the lives of all people regardless of their origin. Examples from history that serve as a warning. When reviewing the teachings of history, we notice several examples where technology advanced without due ethical consideration. An emblematic case was the development of nuclear energy and its devastating implications after the Second World War. The race for innovation, without deep reflection on its consequences, led to humanitarian and ecological tragedies, which still echo today. For women over 50, these cases mean not only remembering open wounds, but also the responsibility not to repeat the same mistakes. We must ask ourselves how AI can change people's lives and whether we are prepared to handle this change responsibly. Another example is the manipulation of personal data which, when unregulated, can lead to invasions of privacy and discrimination. With the rise of AI, it is crucial that women come together to demand greater transparency and responsibility in the use of technologies, creating a movement that is not just about protecting themselves, but also future generations. Only through a clear understanding of the past can we pursue a future where technology is an ally of ethics and human dignity. Privacy is a fundamental right and, in the era of artificial intelligence, it has become one of the most debated topics. With the increasing use of data to train algorithms and improve services, the security of personal information has become a constant concern. Women over 50, often more cautious about sharing data, can feel vulnerable in a world where their information is often at stake. This concern is not unfounded. Many cases of data leaks and misuse of personal information have been widely reported in the media. It is crucial that companies not only respect the privacy of their users, but that they take strict measures to protect this information. Transparency in data collection practices and clarity about how this data will be used are elements that can help build a relationship of trust. Furthermore, users must be empowered to make informed decisions about what they share, having greater control over their information. In this way, a space for dialogue must be created, allowing women over 50 to express their fears and feel more empowered in navigating the new digital world. Automated decisions bring with them a set of significant consequences that deserve careful reflection. In everyday life, AI is increasingly present, influencing everything from financial decisions to medical diagnoses. For women over 50 who may have extensive life experience and a keen eye on how important decisions are made, this automation requires a critical eye. For example, programming algorithms to analyze job candidates can exclude valuable talent if broad and diverse criteria are not considered. This audience may feel especially affected by decisions that do not involve human touch, raising the question, who is responsible for these choices? Therefore, it is imperative that there is a process of careful review of decisions generated by AI. This includes creating ethics committees and panels, made up of people of different ages and experiences, who can assess the implications of automated decisions, ensuring that all individuals are treated fairly and equitably. Debate about the influence of technology on life decisions should be encouraged, emphasizing the importance of human supervision. Bias and algorithmic fairness are particularly relevant issues in the discussion about AI ethics. Algorithms are often developed from historical data that may reflect existing biases in society. For women over 50, who may have faced discrimination in different forms throughout their lives, the possibility that algorithms perpetuate these injustices is alarming. For example, an AI system that analyzes resumes may inadvertently disregard experiences focused on education and development, favoring younger candidates. Therefore, promoting algorithmic fairness should be a priority in discussions about the application of technology. Companies need to be held accountable for developing algorithms with a diverse and representative database. Furthermore, a culture must be fostered where awareness of bias is an integral part of the training of those who interact with AI. To ensure that AI works to the benefit of everyone, it is essential that women in this age group actively participate in these discussions, voicing their experiences and ensuring that their concerns are adequately considered. When errors occur in the implementation of AI systems, the consequences can be serious, generating profound ethical implications. Women over 50, often involved in leadership roles or as caregivers, can be particularly sensitive to these failings, especially in areas such as health and safety. Imagine an error in an AI-based medical diagnosis that leads to inappropriate treatment. Who is responsible for this failure? It is crucial that there are clear guidelines on liability in cases of error. Organizations that implement AI must be empowered to take responsibility for possible deviations, creating mechanisms that guarantee reparations for those affected. Furthermore, ongoing training and ethical education for AI developers are essential for these professionals to understand the importance of creating robust and reliable systems. Responsibility should not be seen just as a legal requirement, but as an ethical commitment to the well-being of users. Therefore, promoting an environment where criticism and suggestions are welcome can lead to a more responsible evolution of technology, placing human beings at the center of development. Education in artificial intelligence is a crucial issue for women over 50 to understand and debate the ethical implications of the technology that permeates their lives and those of society. The first step is to promote courses and workshops that cover both the basic concepts of AI and its practical applications. Furthermore, it is important to include discussions about ethics in technology in educational institutions, from basic education to continuing education. This knowledge will allow these women to not only understand how AI works, but also how it affects their privacy, security, and equality in the workplace. To this end, initiatives such as study groups, conversation circles, and online platforms can be very effective, creating a space where they can learn, share experiences, and feel empowered. By becoming more informed about technology, they gain a voice in discussions about its responsible and ethical use, allowing their concerns and expectations to be heard and considered. Thus, education in AI and ethics emerges as the basis for the formation of a more fair and conscious society in relation to the technological future. Building a sustainable future amid the advancement of AI requires an approach that not only values innovation, but also considers its social and environmental impact. Women over 50 who often have valuable life and professional experiences can become agents of change in this process. To achieve this, companies and organizations must adopt sustainable and ethical practices in their operations. This includes transparency in data use and the importance of ensuring that automation processes do not exclude workers but contribute to an inclusive work environment. Furthermore, women can influence the development of technological products that truly meet the needs of different social groups, promoting diversity in the creation and application of new technologies. Workshops and mentoring programs that connect these women with technology professionals are essential to foster new ideas and solutions that prioritize sustainability and social responsibility. As a reflection of this change, it is possible to envision a future where technology is not only a tool for profit, but also a means of promoting well-being and social justice. Active community participation is key to ensuring that the voices of women over 50 are heard in discussions about AI and ethics. This can be achieved through local forums, where residents can share their concerns about the technology, as well as their suggestions for improvements. Discussion groups provide a safe and supportive environment for these women to express their experiences and learn from each other. This type of interaction not only raises awareness about the challenges AI presents, but also strengthens community ties, creating a robust support network. Additionally, collaboration between community and technology organizations can facilitate the creation of platforms that democratize access to information about AI. By participating in initiatives that promote digital inclusion and technological ethics, women over 50 become not only informed, but also protagonists in building a future that respects the different nuances of society. Thus, the community becomes a catalyst for change, contributing to a more equitable society aware of the impact of emerging technologies. The role of legislation and regulation is a critical aspect in building an ethical and responsible future for AI. For women over 50, it is essential that there is a clear understanding of how public policies and legal guidelines can impact their lives and society as a whole. Legislators and regulators must work together with ethics and technology experts to develop standards that ensure the protection of citizens, especially on issues related to data privacy, corporate responsibility, and security in the digital environment. The engagement of these women in policy formulation can be done through associations, participation in public hearings, and even through petitions calling for change. This active role can help shape an environment that not only protects individual rights, but also promotes the inclusion of all social groups in decisions about technology. Thus, legislation becomes an instrument that, when combined with knowledge and experience, can guarantee a future where AI serves collective well-being, rather than creating new inequalities. The evolution of artificial intelligence is not only a technical issue, but also a moral challenge that requires the integration of ethics in its creation and implementation. The future of AI must be built responsibly, promoting a balance between innovation and respect for human rights. What story or example from the past about ethics in technology would you like to hear? Share your opinion and let's explore fascinating and relevant details together. Are we really ready to deal with the ethical dilemmas that artificial intelligence presents to us? Or do we need to rethink our approaches and legislation before moving further? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video, where we will explore the complexities of artificial intelligence and its ethical implications in more depth.